Good morning. Welcome to day 132, Friday, August 16th, 2024. Surprisingly, I was the only one camped here at Stormy Lake. I figured between the southbounders and the northbounders there'd be a few folks here, but no. So it's 42 degrees. It's a little too cold for the mosquitoes. There's been one flying around me, but that's it. So we're going to get moving. It's about 9:45. We're passing the Porky Lake Junction. Onward we march. Haven't seen any southbounders today, or northbounders for that matter yet. There were 3 older female backpackers at one of the lake, but it's been pretty quiet on the trail so far for a Friday. It's almost 11. Gonna take a nice break here at Dumbbell Lake. Just finished listening to an audiobook about a PCT Thru-Hike from 2007, where it tells stories of like 3 main characters and a bunch of ancillary characters. But the interesting thing about 2007 was as everyone's heading to the Canadian border, the last week of September and the first week of October, the last 150 miles of trail got hit with like 4 major storms back to back to back to back, dumped a ton of snow. A lot of people couldn't make it to the border on the PCT, had to turn around. I mean, that's always a possibility. So that's something. That's probably when I'll be getting to the border is late September, early October. There is a low route alternate, which I did not know about. So it's good to know about that. So there is a way to get to the border and avoid the snow if it's really bad. Hopefully that won't be an issue this year. Hopefully by the time I get there, the wildfires will be under control and I can just take the normal trail. But that is still a bit in the future, so we shall see. But I'm starting to think about Canada as every day we're getting a little closer to the border. So gonna have a little snack here and then we'll keep going north. Really nice day. Had one southbounder go by and that's been it so far. Pretty quiet on the trail. Okay, looks like there might be some water in about a 1/4 mile or so. So if it's there running, we'll grab some and have some electrolytes. It's about 4:15. We are at Sister's Mirror Lake to get some water. Our campsite is all the way back there behind those trees. But yeah, very nice. All right, it's about 5 o'clock. Got all the chores done. Just went down to rinse out the dirt out of the socks. So gonna get situated in a tent. Probably gonna be getting hit with the sun every now and then. Just didn't have a good flat spot where the trees were facing the right way. So we'll just work around that. But wanted to be away from the designated sites. There's already quite a few people over there. There are weekend backpackers here, so just kind of want to be away from all that as much as possible, but still be able to get water. So we got a pretty good site, ready to get comfortable. Okay, recap time. It's getting close to 5:30. We are camped near Sisters Mirror Lake, just shy of 6,000 feet. Was another 20-mile day. I did do an alternate route for a few miles. You may have saw the trail signs. I think it was Red Hill Trail, where actually I got off the PCT and was on Red Hill for a while, and then it reconnects with the PCT. And the main reason I did that is I wanted to guarantee I would not have to dry camp tonight and I would be at a campsite with water. So taking that alternate got me 20 miles and got me to a campsite with water. So at this point in my mind, with all the wildfire detours and whatever else is down the road, I'm more about a continuous footpath now, I think. I just want to make it to the border on a continuous footpath and, obviously use the PCT as much as possible. But if, like, there's a wildfire coming up where you get off the PCT, but there's another trail that parallels it, and the reroute is to take that trail. And I guess even when there isn't fires, a lot of hikers take that trail because there's a lot of spectacular waterfalls. So as far as being a purist for the PCT, I don't know if I was ever that, but I always have had this idea to try and make a continuous footpath. So today, yeah, I took advantage of that mindset, and I got off the PCT for a while and then rejoined it. And it actually shaved like 2 miles off. So for once, I actually saved some mileage instead of adding miles. Other than that, it was a pretty normal, average day on the trail. There are a lot of, it is a Friday night, and this is like one of the first times that I've like noticed a lot of weekend backpackers. So this must be a pretty popular spot, which is cool. So just going to get things situated for tomorrow. Looking to do another 20 miles for the next 2 days. That'll put me right at the road for Bend. And I'm contemplating, I have a room in Bend for Monday night and Tuesday night. So depending on how tomorrow and Sunday goes, I may go into Sisters Sunday night. Maybe. Something that I want to at least have as a possibility, depending on what time I get to the road and all that good stuff. So, we'll see. Other than that, yeah, just an average day of hiking, another 20-mile day. So we'll see in the morning, Saturday morning. How many more Saturdays do we have on the trail? That's a good question.
Good evening. I just thought I'd share a little update. So usually when Brian's home, every Friday night we have pizza. Most times Brian makes it from a dough we buy at the grocery store from Portland Pie Pizza Company. We used to have one here in Manchester, but they closed, but they still have the dough at Hannaford, which is great. But I'm never gonna eat a whole pizza by myself. So I'm very excited because I just saw at the store that they sell little mini pizza crust from Portland Pie. And so it's a pack of 4, so I froze the rest. And this is my first time trying turkey pepperoni because it has way less saturated fat in it. And I got like the low fat mozzarella. So hopefully it tastes pretty good. I mean, the pepperonis tasted fine. I tried one, and you can have 17 pepperonis for only 1 gram of saturated fat. So that was great. But yeah, so hopefully this tastes good. It should. It's still gonna be pizza. And then it's a friend of mine's birthday, my friend Nikki. Her birthday is tomorrow, and I have 2 friends whose birthdays are today, Nikki and Alexa. And I'll take you along tomorrow for the double birthday parties. Thankfully, they both decided to get folks together on the seacoast. So in the morning, I'm gonna go rock climbing and to lunch with Nikki and a bunch of her friends. And then in the afternoon, I'm doing a boat cruise out to Star Island with Alexa, and then on to dinner too. So it was just by coincidence that they're both on the seacoast. So the cupcakes are for Nikki. And that's the oven. So the pizza is, I can put it in. So I'll keep you posted on how it tastes.